Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? It's another weekly update on my GLP-1 journey. If you're new, welcome. My name is Marcea. I'm 53. I live in North Yorkshire in the UK. And if you're returning, thank you ever so much for coming back and for all of your support that you've been showing me since I started sharing my journey. Gosh, from week 4, wasn't it? So it's a few weeks now I've been here, and honestly, the support you're giving me is incredible. Thank you for watching my videos, for liking them, for commenting, and then for sharing your own stories and journeys with me. It's really lovely. I'm enjoying so much, like the growing community that we're getting here. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing. I film lots of videos for my GLP-1 journey. I do these weekly updates where we just sort of do the weigh-ins and talk about any side effects, and also we look at the Renfo Scales app and look at all that, the little facts and figures and numbers that are in there. I do monthly updates on the 21st of each month, where it's more about the non-scale victories, so trying on clothes, tape measuring, just all of the fun things, all those non-scale victories, and I really enjoy filming them videos so much. And then I also do daily vlogs where I share all the food that I'm eating, talk about how many grams of protein I'm eating each meal, calories and things like that, along with just like the things that I'm up to on the day to day. So hopefully there's something there for everyone. And I have got quite a diverse kind of like range of topics and things that I talk about and share on my channel. So yeah, I'd really love for you to subscribe and join me here. So yes, week 9 of my journey. So yeah, I'm on Mounjaro, which is like tirzepatide, Zepbound in the US. Other GLP-1s, obviously there's Ozempic, Wegovy, semaglutide, plus like all the electrolysities and Saxendas and things like that as well. But yeah, I've always been on Mounjaro. I started it 21st of May. I did 4 weeks on 2.5 milligrams, and I've just completed 5 weeks on 5 milligrams. I decided to do an extra week on 5 milligrams, and now I'm definitely ready for the 7.5, and I have actually just a couple of days ago gone into my 7.5 milligrams for week 10. So I weighed in yesterday. Yesterday was my week 9 official sort of end of. Yeah, Tuesdays are my weigh days, and it's just been such a journey. I'm so happy that I'm on this, and I think any of you that are on it as well, I'm sure it's just completely life-changing. I can't believe it's just the difference. It's so nice to be able to get on the scales and see the weight loss for like the work and effort that you're putting in and the choices that you're making. Just to see it rewarded back again is just, it's just so uplifting after years of trying like conventional weight loss methods. So yeah, I am like such an advocate for GLP-1s, and yeah, I think they're fantastic. What an incredible discovery. Yeah, scientists are amazing. So anyway, let's have a look. So today we're going to be chatting about the side effects I've had in week 9. I've had a pretty easy journey really, I think, all things considered, compared to some people which have quite terrible side effects. Yeah, I've been not too bad. So I got back from Bulgaria last week, if you remember. So my week 8 weigh-in was literally the morning after I arrived home from Bulgaria. Couldn't believe that obviously last week I came back with a weight loss after being on a week's all-inclusive holiday. So I've been home for a week, and how have I got on? Side effects, I've been really absolutely fine. I've had a really good week. I've had no headaches or anything like that, no fatigue. My main side effect last week has been constipation, but obviously I'd had that really bad diarrhea whilst I was in Bulgaria, and I'd taken my Imodium Instant. I tend to have constipation generally since I've been on Mounjaro, but it's usually sort of pretty manageable, and I don't have to do anything, take anything to sort of help with that. But I have been really bunged up the first half of this week. And I do think it's maybe a knock on from taking my Imodium Instants whilst I was away, because I had to take quite a few. So they're very effective. If you're going away and you're worried about diarrhea, honestly, I recommend just taking some Imodium Instants with you. They certainly did the job for me. So yeah, the first few days getting back, so the first half of the week, literally I didn't go to the bathroom at all, which is something that's never really happened to me before. Everything's all back and sort of pretty much where I was before my holidays, so that's good news. Interestingly, I've had this a little bit actually. The day after my injection, I have had some sensitivity to the backs of my arms and around sort of this area, just sort of under the skin. Feels almost a bit like sunburn, or like a friction burn, or if you've ever had shingles, you know, just like that nervy type discomfort under the skin. I've had that, and that lasted quite a few days actually for the first part of the week again. It's sort of settling sort of since then, so that's good news. And other than that, literally, that's been, I've had no nausea, no vomiting, no headaches, no diarrhea, no fatigue. It's been really, really good. Food noise wise, so no snacking at all between meals, no late night snacking or anything, which I used to be guilty of before Mounjaro. So no snacking, but meals, I'm definitely noticing that I've got an increasing appetite. I'm able to eat more, be able to finish my meals. I mean, I think dish up smaller portions than what I used to do, but I'm finishing it without any trouble. And yeah, I used to get that early feeling of fullness, which I haven't really noticed as much this week. So definitely ready for the 7.5 milligrams. Let me know, how are you? I know some people will stay on 5 milligrams for ages. For me, it just wasn't doing it. So if you've moved up to 7.5 and you sort of not really noticed that much on 5 milligrams, let me know if you've noticed a big sort of increase in your like positive side effects, you know, like the suppression. That's the word I was thinking of, suppression. Yeah, so I mean, that's it. So I mean, side effects minimal, a really sort of good week that way. So what do I weigh? Oh, I meant to tell you, so a few people had asked me this in the comments over the last few days, and I realised I've never told you. They're asking how tall I am so that they can use that for reference. So I'd never thought to share that before, and of course it's important, especially when you're looking at weight, height and BMI, you know. So yeah, I'm 5'5", which is about, I think I'm just over 165 centimetres. So yeah, so hopefully that's useful to you. I have got I'm going to do a screen recording of my Renfo app so we can sort of share everything that I'm looking at, and we can look at all the numbers and if they're improving or getting worse or whatever over the past 7 days. And I found a function on the app which you can just pull up a table for comparisons, so I can compare like last week's to this week's, so we can just focus purely on this week without being sidetracked with all like the monthly and 3 monthly views. So I think from a weekly point of view, I think that's really, really handy. So I think that's what we'll do. Then in the monthlies, we could always look at just do like the little snapshot of the month comparison. So I think that's what we'll do. That way it'll help keep the timings down a bit as well, because I think they were getting really long. Let me know how you like this bit to go. As I say this every week, it is a work in progress until we get it just right. So my weight this week is, let me just set this screen recording now so we can get this up and running. Okay, there we are. So yeah, this week I have weighed in at 12 stone, 5.7 pounds, which means in week 9 I lost 3.3 pounds. That's my biggest weight loss in a week, apart from week 1 where I lost 5.4 pounds. So I'm so happy with that. I've got a little piece of paper here with like all my week by weeks jotted down. So yeah, 12 stone, 5.7, and that's 173.7 pounds. My starting weight for reference was 13 stone, 12.8, which was 194.8 pounds, which was 88.36 kilos. Yes, I'm 173.7 pounds today, well yesterday, and that's 78.83 kilos. So I've almost lost 10 kilos. I hit the 1.5 stone mark yesterday, which is just, I'm so happy. Like I know in the US you kind of maybe like 20 pounds would be a thing, but here 21 pounds in the UK is a thing, because obviously we do like our stones are 14 pounds, so it's 1.5 stones. So I'm so happy for that. It's really exciting because obviously I'm 12 stone 5.7, And I'm just thinking now, oh my gosh, like in the next week or two, probably the next couple of weeks, my weight could start with 11 stone, which is like, it's just like so exciting. I literally can't remember the last time I was 11 stone anything, like years ago. So yeah, I'm really, really happy. On the scales here, so on my app, you can see there, it says, let me just set the comparison date from where we are, July, aren't we? So I need to set that there as my comparison. That's better. There we go. So you can see there, it says 3.3 pounds off this week. My BMI has come down by 0.6 in a week. That is actually mad. And my body fat has gone down 0.4%. So my BMI is currently 28.9. I am really happy with that. Obviously now I'm like out of the obese category. It's just now I'm on a mission to get down to my healthy weight. I'm so excited about it. It does give you the little roundup of the metrics here. So we've got it measures how many things we've got there, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. So it's got 13 little measures that it does there. And what's interesting with this is, if you look in here, since I started, I'd always had 9 statistics which were not up to scratch, and then 4 that were in range. And now I've got 8 of my statistics, so I've improved enough on one of them to knock it into the normal category. And the one that's gone into normal is my visceral fat. So I'm really, really happy, because that's like the dangerous fat, isn't it, around your organs. So my visceral fat now is acceptable. So I'm just on that margin between acceptable and high, but it has come down, and I'm just so happy. Just try and get that down a couple more, I think, just so it's nice smack bang in the middle. And that's going to come as my weight loss starts to sort of progress and keeping on going and going. So that's really, really good. I can just show you very quickly each of the little charts so you can see there. So my weight now is in the overweight category there. So that's, I'll say that's fine, it's an improving picture. BMI again is in the overweight category, as you'd expect. Actually, whilst I'm talking with this, I can just pop a little screenshot in of the graph so that then you can see that as well. We don't have to like duplicate all of that again when we're looking through the graphs. My body fat is now 38.1%. Gosh, about 4 stone, 10 pounds of me is body fat. That's not good, is it? So I definitely need to get a bit more of that chub off. And you can see there is still, that's still like really high. I mean, I know these scales are 100% accurate. I say that every week, but what it does, it gives you an indication of how things are going, and it kind of shows trends, and that's fine. Subcutaneous fats, that's like the fat that's under your skin, is also high. That's at 34%. My body water, so that's the water weight, is still low. I do need to focus most of this again every week on my hydration, but that is improving, and I'm now at 45%. So I'm nearly, so 42.5%. I need to be at 45%. So I'm almost in range for that. Skeletal muscle, it says, is low, which I find that really odd, actually, but I am starting back in the gym this weekend. I have got a little poll on my community tab. I've got 3 different 7-day workout programs, and I'm just asking you all just to vote on which one you want me to do, and I'm going to do that and review it, and then see if it's worthwhile doing, if it's too difficult, if it's fine for beginners, blah blah blah, you know. So pop over to my community tab after this video, and if you want to have a vote, please do. I'll be starting that Sunday or Monday, so it should be good fun. Working hard then at just trying to like improve my muscle mass. My protein is almost at a good range, so maybe that will be in normal in a couple of weeks. That's 13.8%, and I should be aiming at 14, so virtually there. Metabolic age 59, started off at 60. It's like, let's not talk about it. The standards where things have been met, my fat-free body weight, so that's just my body without the fat on it. So 7 stone 9.5, acceptable. The visceral fat we've already spoken about there, that's what's improved now, just slipped into the normal category. My muscle mass is pretty good, as you can see there, 58.2%. My bone mass is really good actually, so I'm so pleased with that, because obviously as we get older, going through menopause and things, you've got to be really careful about like your thinning bones and stuff. So like by doing your strength training that we should be doing now to preserve our muscle mass, that's also going to help your bones, making sure you get your calcium in. Yeah, strength training, weight bearing, all those types of things really help your bone density. And then my basal metabolic rate is 1421 calories. So yeah, that's that. Now let me show you this little bit that I've discovered. So as you can see here, you've got like the little weight circle at the top, then you've got the targets, then underneath that on that little pink section where it says the 16th of July, that's last week's, that's the end of week 8. So I've set that as my comparison, and if I just click on that box, it brings all this up so I can compare for the last 7 days. So this is actually much better. This is really good, so we can just see how it's going. So yeah, we've lost 3.3 pounds, 0.4% body fat. So you can see there my weight, what it was last week and what it is this week. So I was 12 stone 9, now 12 stone 5.7. My BMI was 29.5, that's now come down by 0.6. I just can't believe it's come down by over half of a point from BMI. Body fat as well is dropping, so that's really good. Now my fat-free body weight has dropped a bit. My subcutaneous fat has dropped, which is what we want. And my visceral fat, as we mentioned, has gone into the good category. So that was 12, it's now 11. My body water, so that's good, because even though I'm still a little bit dehydrated, I am improving. It's gone up by 0.3%. My skeletal muscle has gone up by 0.2%. Muscle mass has gone down by a pound. So this, I need to get in the gym now. This is becoming something where it's very, very important. I do not want to be losing any more muscle. It's about preservation. I've just not been on holiday, had the hospital thing, so I haven't been able to exercise for a few weeks. So it's game is on. Game is on. I really want to see that starting to go upwards. I think it has been coming downwards. I'll pop a little picture actually in there of the trend of that one, but I'm pretty sure that's been coming down. My bone mass has dropped down slightly, and then my protein has climbed slightly. So yeah, there we go. That's kind of like the numbers for this week. I don't know if you do want to see any of the other things, but if you've got this scale, if you look down where it says trends at the bottom left and click on that, if you click on like monthly views, well 3 monthlies you can see from the start, you can actually just see there, I'll just scroll really quickly through, you can see how the trends have been. Everything's just kind of going all in the right direction. Really happy with all of that. Visceral fat, so that's interesting there. It still says there visceral fat's 12, but now I'm at 11, but it's still not picked up on that graph. There does seem to be a bit of a delay, a few discrepancies sometimes on this app, which I find really peculiar. Body water's improving, my skeletal muscles improving, but you can see here, this is my muscle mass. I am losing muscle. So when you see the number on the scales, don't be wanting big numbers all the time, because you're losing fat, but you're also losing muscle. And ultimately, it's going to be your muscle mass that helps to keep you slim once you're there. So yeah, that's just really interesting. Bone mass, it's just pretty stable really. My protein's improving. Basal metabolic rate, I'm not too hung up on that, because literally it only varies a tiny amount. If you look there, it's like 40 calories or something a day variable, so that's fine. Then my metabolic age hasn't really changed, so let me just turn that off. So yeah, that's week 9. Yeah, see how it goes. So as I mentioned, I have now I've moved up to 7.5 milligrams. So week 10's update next week is going to be my first week on 7.5 milligrams. So who knows how that's going to go, if I'm going to love it or hate it, time will tell. So plans for the week. Okay, so I need to make sure I'm drinking my water. I've been very bad since I got back off my holidays, like really bad. So I need to be drinking more water. I'm doing pretty good with my protein, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, exercise needs to be back in. So by the time I do my week 10 update, I should have already started being back at the gym. I should maybe be about 3 or 4 days into being back exercising, so that's going to be really exciting. So hopefully, yeah, we'll start to see an improvement. I do feel a bit softer all over, you know, so I don't want to just end up like a bag of skin and bones. I want to have like really nice like muscle tone, and so yeah, I'm going to work really hard at that now. I think that's like my main focus is my hydration and my strength training for the week ahead. I'm happy with like a couple of pound loss. It's absolutely fine. I don't need to be getting like 6 pounds a week or anything daft like that. So yeah, hopefully that's been okay for you. Let me know again what you thought of this format. We'll just keep going till we find a way that works best. And the good thing is, because it's weekly, we can kind of just tweak it sort of a bit more timely, and then we'll get it right. But I do like that the little comparison table from last week. What do you think to that? I think really, is that all we need to know? Do we need to know the charts? I'm not sure. But tell me what you think, because these videos are as much for you as they are for me, sort of like documenting my journey. I hope you all have a successful week. Do let me know in the description box down below what your weigh-in's been this week. I'd be really interested to hear. I will reply to every single person. It's taken longer and longer. Lots of you are commenting, but honestly, I read every single message, and I don't heart it until I reply to it, because if I heart it, it drops off my list, and it assumes that I've then responded to. So if I haven't hearted it yet, I've read them, but I've just not had time to reply back. And yeah, I will work hard. I'm usually get everyone replied to within 1 or 2 days max, but I try to sort of like just spend half an hour and like answer lots of people. So yeah, thank you. Have a fantastic week. I will see you all again next week. Take care, guys. Bye for now.